Welcome back to Cook It Up with Chris. So today we're gonna make us some stuffed steaks using these sirloin tip thin cuts. And we're gonna also be using some green beans, some wax beans, and some heirloom cherry tomatoes. Let's get this thing started. Alright, so these are wax beans, these are green beans. They basically the same thing, just a color difference. The flavor is not even different. They're both sweet, kinda, and they both have a little regular flavor. Dang it. That one. Alright. If I got a better cut, it would have been better for you to see. Alright, so interiors, you got your wax bean, got your green bean. So you see they both got green seeds inside, and like I said, same flavor. So, give us a good handful of these wax beans, good handful of the green beans. And all we're doing, we're gonna cut these little tough tips off the end. You can cook them. Hush up, big gal. You can cook them with the tips on. It don't make too big of a difference, but just so you don't have this one hard seed filling thing in the middle of your bite, we're gonna cut the tips off. So just line up as many as you can and give it a little cut. We're gonna get all these done and we'll come back. As I was going through the bag, I found one in between. I don't know if this is supposed to be a yellow one, a wax one, or a green bean. If you see, it's kind of in the middle. It probably was in the wax bean pile. Hey. Alright, so now we got our ends cut off our wax beans and green beans. Got them rinsed off. Now I'm going to turn this heat up over here on this pan and go down with a little oil in. Now we're going to come to our heirloom cherry tomatoes. And we're just going to take these babies and we're going to cut them in half. I really want to save these just to have them. But I'm gonna go ahead and use them. It's just so nice to see all these different looking tomatoes. Look at them, they're so pretty. Alright, so now we wait for this pan to be hot. Alright, so now our pan's heated up. We're gonna go in with our beans. We're going to get our tomatoes into this bowl. Alright, set this baby to the side. Now, thought I had more ricotta cheese in the do. So at least one of them going to get this treatment. We're going to go down with some ricotta cheese. That's all I got. Now, this can also, well, let me tell you how this go first. So if you had like a half a cup of ricotta cheese, you're gonna hit it with a little salt. That's a little pepper, just because I got this small portion. And some honey. And that will be part of your filling. Like I said, I thought I had more ricotta than that. Look at this little bitty portion. My goodness. We're gonna make it work. At least one or two I'm gonna get some. I might try to, I don't know. We'll find out. But yes, ricotta cheese, salt, pepper, honey. This also works with some blue cheese or some feta cheese, but you won't need the salt and pepper in there. You just need to put some honey over it. And we're gonna sit that to the side. Don't forget about the green beans over here. Now for our tomatoes, we're just going over these babies with some oil. Put a little bit more of these green beans. Then we're just gonna hit them babies with the M9 steak seasoning. And just give them a little toss action. Toss it out the bowl though. Now this is all we're doing to the tomatoes. These are going to be a raw part of the meal. And if you want a quick snack, that's a good snack. Just like that. We're going to get busy with our sirloin tip thin steaks. We're just going to half them. Now, we're going to stretch these babies a little bit. You got your pounder, you got your meat tenderoni. I got one around here somewhere, but a fist works too. So we're going to pound them out a little bit thinner than they already are. Cooking for a little minute. Got a little browning going on. Alright, we're going to hit it with a couple of tablespoons of butter at this point. And we're going to hit it with about a quarter cup of some white cooking wine. And the M9 AP seasoning. Movement, a little toss action. Alright. And we're gonna let this baby keep cooking. Probably just another 2-3 minutes, however long it takes for that butter to finish melting. Right here, just gonna give it a little drizzle of honey. Make sure it all gets some of that. Just give it about 10-15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and it's done. There's just a beautiful side of some delicious green beans right there, but we're taking it to another level. So we left our pan on over here because we're finna do something real quick right here. Give it some more oil over in here. Alright, then we're going to take our steaks, get them out. Let's get some of these tomatoes out. Alright. Inside our steaks, we're going with some of these green beans. And just a couple tomatoes. We're going to wrap these babies up. And we're going to put it seam side down. Now we over here at our steaks. Should have been seasoned beforehand, to be honest with you, but it's all good. We're gonna correct our mistakes and go over them now with that M9 steak seasoning. Probably give them like a minute or so on this side so they can cook down and brown and seal up. So we're about a minute or so in. We're gonna start turning these babies. And you see how they seal themselves up? That one's not done sealing. We're gonna give it a little bit more time before we flip that one. Using this other side. What you should have did is laid your steaks out, seasoned the side, turn it over, then stuffed it. It's all good. All right, now at this point, again, going down about a quarter cup of that cooking white wine in here. Cover that baby up, and we're gonna let it steam for about 2 or 3 minutes. And over here, we're going with some balsamic vinegar. Just gonna reduce it down to make a little balsamic glaze. So I'm putting this baby on high heat. Balsamic, honey, a little salt, a little pepper, and wait for it to reduce. Now we're back over here, and our steaks are done. Turn the heat off. Now we are gonna keep it covered just to let it stay warm while we wait on this glaze to finish. All right, now it's time to plate. Since I didn't have a lot of ricotta, you would have stuffed this. Shut up. You would have stuffed your ricotta or your feta or blue cheese inside the steak, but since I didn't have a lot, we're gonna use it as a base. Is that ugly? All right. Next, we're gonna go down with our beautiful steak. And now we go over top with our balsamic glaze and give it a little splat around the plate because we fancy like that. I think it looked kind of fancy, artsy plating. All right, so let's get in there. So let's hold still. Let's cut down. Woo, some good stuff. Smells delicious. Steak is still juicy. Let's get a look at it. Look at that. You got your tomato sitting over in. Got your green beans all throughout. Let's get a scoop of everything. That balsamic and that ricotta. It's good. I ain't gonna lie. The green beans stand out like they should be on their own on the side or whatever. But it's good nonetheless. Forgot about the rest of our raw tomatoes. Let's get some of them down. And we'll call that a meal. Y'all enjoy that.